So let's start making pickled vegetables. It's also used in Lebanese cuisine, a lot of cuisines so this will give thoda sa sweetness, thoda sa khatapan. Pickled vegetables is highly recommendable that you should make it prior, let it pickle for a longer time. So once we make this concoction, this is 200 ml of water, and to this I'm adding some castor sugar. That's approximately 4 tablespoons, 60 grams. I'm just going to add it here. This is really important because the sourness what's going to come out of sake, or you can also use white wine vinegar or rice vinegar. I'm using sake here. Sake is again a sweet type of a vinegar. So this is the sake. You get it online. All the brands I'm mentioning it below. So we'll be just adding some sake also here. We are no longer going to boil this. Our motto is only to dilute all these things, and some whole spices like peppercorns. I'll be using some cinnamon, and we'll be using some star anise. So the motto here is only to give it a small boil and let it remain there itself, so that these spices and everything gets a nice flavor into this concoction. You can do a mix of radish, cucumber, carrots, beetroot, bell pepper, whatever you like to. But highly recommendable that if you're doing a mix, then you need to consume it the sooner it is possible, because beetroot will leave a lot of its red color, which you will be not looking forward for. So your entire stuff will start looking like red. So making this, put vegetables in different jars, and you can do it that way, or if you're planning to do it the same day, avoid beetroot and you can just make carrots, radish, cucumber, all these vegetables like I'll be doing right now. So if you want to do individual portions, take those mason jars, pour this concoction, put your vegetable airtight and keep it in the fridge. So individual vegetable shelf life also increases more. But when you're doing a mix, you never know which vegetable is going to go bad when. So we recommend that instead of adding all the vegetables together, it's better that you make individual portions. If you're making everything together and going to do the sushi in a day or two, avoid beetroot because it will leave red color. You can do that way. If you want to keep these pickled vegetables for a longer time in your fridge, recommendable is that you try to make smaller portions into smaller jars, pour this liquid, add the vegetable, keep it aside. That will improve the shelf life. So this way, once this everything gets diluted, we'll be just taking a mix of all the vegetables. So once you see everything is diluted well, the sugar also is dissolved well, switch off the flame. Leave it like that so that it cools down, and then add your vegetables, or else if you will use vegetables in the hot concoction, the vegetables will lose the crunch. So never do that. Allow this to cool completely, and then we are going to add this concoction over our vegetables. So here I have these beetroot which I had sliced in that mandolin, and we have some carrots and cucumbers. If you want, you can use some bell peppers. I don't have radish right now, so I'm not using that. So like I was telling previously, pour this mixture here and separately on the beetroot, because beetroot will leave a lot of water. So preferably keep them separate and let them pickle. Pickle means the longer you keep it, the longer it will get pickled. You will get that sourness into this, and this is how you can use it. This can be stored separately for months. If you're using individual vegetables together, it won't stay for a longer time because every vegetable has a different property. So they may tend to lose color, or maybe they may tend to be bad. So recommendation is keep them separately if you're looking forward to pickle them for a longer time. So these are your pickled vegetables.